When doing cover versions of songs by others, what is the best way to go about it? Should we learn and copy note by note, or maybe rather add our own flavor? Writing transcriptions is an important part of developing oneself as a musician. But is it practical as a way to perform covers, or should we add our own essence to what the musician did on the original track? And by doing so, are we in any way betraying the original player or the song? We all perform cover songs from time to time, and picking up the performance of others is an essential way to master our instrument. By picking up others, we get the overall feel of how the world-famous musicians execute a song. And later, when it is time for us to dream up patterns, riffs and fills for our own creations, we already stand on the shoulders of giants. But following the exact way of another player will probably restrict your own feel when it comes to making the music flow. You know, instead of letting your emotions guide your playing style, you are putting on another person's trousers. And the other person, most definitely, is born with other reflexes in his or her body. Trying to emulate that can take away from your own natural ability. As a drummer, I sometimes play the Paul Simon song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. I don't even try to emulate Steve Gadd's playing. His approach feels extremely alien and unnatural to me. This is what he does, as seen in a video you can find in the description. And this is what I do. And it grooves so much better for me. Instead of following a tight transcribed or memorized manuscript, try to follow only the style of things. Play in the spirit of the other player, in the spirit of the band and the song. If the other player has certain quirks, learn what they are, but never try copying them note by note on stage. Let's take the drummer Charlie Watts for example. He is known for his serial playing on the hi-hat and snare, skipping the hi-hat on the backbeat when striking the snare. He also has some trademark fills that usually go something like this. Instead of copying this exactly and remembering which type of fill he uses in which passage, just be sure to be educated on the fact that this is his trait, and this is what the overall feel of the song is like. You can throw in his fills, but don't be preoccupied with where they appear in the released version. He doesn't know that himself and plays it with a fresh approach every time on stage. Also, you could play in serial style in the verses for that Rolling Stones feel, but switch to standard handwork in the choruses for added flow. Definitely pick up and practice licks, fills and riffs at home. But when on stage, forget all about it and just think about the spirit of the song and the player. You see, the version of the song that ended up being released was probably only one version of many takes in the studio. And when that band plays live, it is very likely that those musicians are not thinking about how exactly they did it on that particular take of the released song. They rather want to add a new life to it every time, because that is what playing music is all about. So there you have it. Remember, you have no obligation to follow the execution of another player more than you want to. You are free to explore every cover song and find your own little twists, something you feel can enhance and uplift the original. After all, the original was most definitely played in a studio and not before a live audience. But you are now playing it in the spur of the moment at a live gig. And it probably will be played a little bit faster than a studio version anyway, due to adrenaline. If you liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. Also subscribe for a weekly video and activate the bell. Take a look at my blog on Facebook. And please share this video to all the musicians you know and others that might benefit from watching this. Thanks for your time.